Spring break. Two words that used to mean one thing and now mean something completely different.
We're talking MTV Spring Break, Girls Gone Wild, and why people are still saying I do to strangers on Netflix.
But underneath all the pop culture noise is something real.
No.
How we figure out who we are, what we want, and why we keep making the same choices until we don't.
It's dating, development, and a whole semester's worth of theory. And we're breaking it down for you today.
Only here on the Parents and Professors podcast.
Yo, parents, professors. Yo, parents, professors.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode... What episode are we on?
I lost track.
Oh, my God. I feel like it might be episode 69, which would be gangster.
Oh, that's really...
If we happen to be talking about spring break and relationships, it would be very cool if it's episode 69.
That was not on purpose.
You guys will find out with us if indeed it is episode 69.
That was not on purpose.
Sure, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Go ahead.
Yeah, so in this episode, we're diving into spring break season and everything that comes with it. And I got to tell you, I'm so happy I made it.
What do you mean you made it?
I've just been trying to make it to spring break.
Oh, like in real life.
This is actually timely.
Oh, yeah.
Time to record this episode.
It's spring break next week.
Yeah, next week is spring break, and oh my God, I needed it. But we wanted to look back at how pop culture shapes our ideas about that.
Yep. So join us, your co-host, Dr. Marjorie Dormer Williams.
And Dr. Michael Stephen Williams.
And we are really talking about not just dating, but in particular thinking about this time period in life where spring break becomes a thing, right? And who it's a thing for, which is generally young college age people.
I did MTV Spring Break before.
Michael did MTV Spring Break.
It was awesome. We were so poor.
Wait, did the poorness make it awesome?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
It was me, Everett. Wait, hold on.
Should you be naming names?
Oh, Christopher Lee Everett.
Oh, no.
Villanova graduate, class of 2004. That's my fraternity brother, my pro fight,
You're
my friend. Yeah. But him, Paul Mosier, the track team homies, decided to take a 20-plus hour drive down to Florida for a Panama City spring break.
Really?
Yes, and it was legendary.
Oh.
And it was because we were broke. Do you know that cats, survived on, a loaf of bread and peanut butter and jelly?
Whoa. And I think that
these cats were, using that energy to run on the beach.
I think that connects well, though, to the other thing that we're going to talk about later in the show is this idea of development, right? And really, it's not just student development. It's psychological development. It's thinking about where you are in different phases of life and how that informs and shapes the decisions that you would make.
What life's phase is spring break?
That's young people's stuff.
What would you... Are we using, Erickson? Is it, emerging adulthood?
Yes, we're gonna get into that. But I do think that I don't remember how I got here, but suddenly I was thinking about MTV Spring Break, and I came across this little I don't know if it's quite a documentary because it's only 12 minutes, but it goes into the history of MTV Spring Break, which did y'all know started in 1986?
I was 4.
I was 3. That's a long history of debauchery.
I also got to say,
being put on television.
I wouldn't necessarily have believed it if I didn't see the graphics from some of the earlier ones.
They were getting it.
It was tough. And Jon Stewart had not one gray hair. I couldn't believe that part.
He too was a young person.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you were young once.
Chappelle, we saw Chappelle in there.
Yeah, Chappelle. Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Angelina Jolie.
Whatever the edit thing that you were looking at was, called them D-list celebrities.
At the time.
I want it reflected on the record that I would never call Dave Chappelle, the big homie, OG.
He didn't start as an OG. That doesn't even make sense what you're doing.
He was never D-list in his life. Unless D is for Dave.
I mean, what's that movie?
Oh, you're talking about the Mary Jane?
Yes.
Half-Baked?
Yes. So,
you're my only friend.
I think that's where I know him from. Anyway, initially, back then.
That was still fire.
Okay.
He was also in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was getting money.
But he wasn't the lead.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, he was a supporting actor.
I thought you wanted to talk about Spring Break and reality TV.
Did I just
Aren't we
felt
all
like your
somebody's?
argument was
Aren't we all somebody's supporting actor at some phase in life?
you know what? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fair. There's
okay.
nothing wrong with it.
We don't always have to be center stage.
But I did think that it was interesting to reflect back on, what Spring Break was back then when we were young people.
Mm.
And now it's just like, who's got the kids?
Yeah.
Are we going anywhere?
No, that's real.
Are we going to take them to see the grandparents? Are we staying local? I can get either so much work done or no work done.
Wait, are we like
splitting
telling
it?
stories?
No, I'm
Okay, because I was going to say, if we're going to start telling stories, I want to hit the disclaimer.
about Spring Break. Wait a minute.
This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed are our own, do not represent any entities or organizations we may be a part of, and are based on personal experience, publicly available information, and general knowledge. None of this constitutes professional, financial, legal, or investment advice. Please consult a qualified professional for guidance specific to your situation.
Yes, I'm glad you remember that.
Now we can get into it.
So, prior, Spring Break had this sense of, and I'm sure it still does for young people now, it's like, ooh, it's fun, it's freedom, we're going to go party and, I don't know, hook up with strangers. Like,
Whoa, I was with you into that last part. I was fun and free.
we were just talking about MTV Spring Break, literally
Yeah,
on television.
I don't feel old. I feel young at heart. So you must be talking about me. I'm looking forward to spring break. I'm traveling. Meeting up with some of my high school buddies
And where are you guys going?
to watch basketball.
Yeah, okay.
There will be no bitches involved.
None.
At all.
But that's my point, right? Like, it becomes, I
mean,
think
it depends on which friends you're hanging out with, though. Right? Like,
you can't, wait, hold on.
yeah, think about it. So we could just do your line sisters. And you'd be like, all right, if you're hanging out with your deuce, it's going to be a very different time than
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay.
Stop it.
Still, when I think Spring Break, I'm not thinking, oh, now it's a party time getaway. Like, it's
I'm
not,
thinking, show us your...
no. Which is
Beads.
also
I was like, I thought beads were just for any beach
anytime.
party. Yeah. I was it don't have to be
Like,
Mardi
you could
Gras.
just throw
Like,
people
if you
beads.
if you are in a party scene at the age that I was, because you have to realize my first exposure to the beads situation, I was like, wait, you trade beads for titties? This is crazy. Like, what saint invented this?
Did you really think this?
Oh, what? And people just give you beads. Like, it's basically like, yo, this holiday's about peer pressure. Right? Like,
Which is another, I think, good point, right? Who were the people who were more susceptible to peer pressure?
yeah, but the thing is, you just got to shoot it because you never know. It might be the person that's completely impervious to peer pressure, but like they just broke up with their boyfriend and they're like, yo, fuck it. Right? Like, and you got to shoot it. You have to go with these beads. You have to travel with the confidence of a mediocre white man. Just be like, yo, I'm going to offer these up and see what happens, B. Like,
I cannot with you.
what a time. That's also why I read the disclaimer.
I'm glad that you're being proactive about that.
Yeah. Wait,
What?
were you a bead chick?
No.
You didn't have like the big ass
Do y'all want to know where I went for spring break in college?
church.
No.
Probably like another country. You about to flex?
No, I don't think it's a flex.
Miami.
Close.
Next to Miami.
I went to Disney World.
Oh, wow.
It was so fun.
Were you booed up at the time?
No, it was
Okay.
with my friend.
Oh, I was about to say, you be Vacation Marge back again.
No, we went. She was like, me and my family are going to Disney. And I was like, that sounds like fun. She's like, do you want to come? I was like, yeah. And so that was my,
Did they hold you down?
I paid for my flight and some of the stuff when we went there. I mean, I didn't pay for the room.
But they
'cause
got you
had
into
already,
the park and they got you a room?
I don't think I paid for the park.
Oh, that's winning. That's
Yeah, I don't
that's
think I
mad
paid for the park.
It's like $1,500 a pop per kid.
Now that I know, I thank you, Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah.
Marty.
Exactly.
I really
Good
appreciate
looking out.
you.
You Please salute them.
I don't think I paid for the park. I paid for tickets. I know I paid for stuff while we were there. And then I think we went to, I lied. And then we went to Miami.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, and now the truth comes out. But I
think
need
we
you
split
guys
the
to
trip into
know
two
that
parts.
this is a very particular form of amnesia that Marjorie actually has.
It's not.
And so whatever the corporate version of a story is what's going to come out first. And then she's going to trigger herself somewhere along the way and be like, oh, yeah. And also, we went cliff diving. And you're like, oh, you forgot.
Okay, I did do a fun spring breaky trip, but it was only once. It was only one time.
Are you going to say more about it?
What else is there to say?
Oh, so it really was fun.
No, it was cool. I mean, it was fun. It was a fun trip. Like, it was a girls' trip. So my cousins and my aunts and me and Jenny were all
girls' trip.
It was a girls' trip kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
It was not. I'm sure not like your MTV Spring Break.
Oh, MTV Spring Break was crazy, B.
And the other thing that I thought about as I somehow fell down this rabbit hole was just the whole idea of like Girls Gone Wild as a thing. Like that was what, the 90s?
Yeah.
And we were all just like, yeah, that's
that's so different. Well, one, haven't they like had 18 documentaries and had the pantsuit off of them?
There's no way any of that was legal.
Yeah. Like it can't possibly, like you're just taking footage of minors.
This is the definition of cannot consent. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like we've traded that and modernized it and call it reality television.
Oh, but it depends on the reality television.
Okay.
Because
this is true.
There's something very, I think the word that I'm searching for is carnal about the way they used to do MTV Spring Break. It was just skin and bodies. So like buff frat boys and
people had shrines to Bacchus.
Yeah,
it was the whole thing.
Large breasted joints.
It was the whole thing.
Frolicking and saying sexually suggestive things and like weird dating shows. Right? Like I remember that very well.
Yes.
And now we're going the opposite way. So Love is Blind as an example.
Okay.
Like instead of it's only what we can see, now I gotta see into your soul.
See who you are inside.
Yeah, I gotta know who you are on the inside.
Okay. That's a fair example. But those same people also make Love Island. Which is
Love
all
Island
the rejects from all the other love shows who then just go and
but Love
do
Island
Spring Break.
Love Island is familiar with the old gods.
So yeah, like we're still
like we know what sells. You know what I saw the other day?
And they're never older. They're young people.
This is related, so it's like kind of relationship-y, but like not. I'm gonna take us down a little slight rabbit hole, and we'll see. But like Blue Therapy.
I don't know what that is.
So there's a show. I believe it's on Netflix. I could be getting my streaming services mixed up. I apologize, cable. I cut you, and I just pay for you in pieces. But it's basically it's a British therapy show. Like they're doing couples therapy on camera. And some of the characters are bananas.
You mean people?
Yes.
Are these real people?
They are real people.
Okay, not characters.
Yo, I have to think of them as characters so that I'm not mad in real life.
No.
So an example is one of the cats is like kind of Napoleon complex, like super materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
And he has an issue with how he's spending money. Like his shorty makes the money. He doesn't really budget it well. Turns out this nigga got laid off and was pretending to go to work for 2 months.
That's a long time to pretend to work. What happened when the paycheck didn't come?
While also sitting on his severance.
So he was doling out his severance as if it was a paycheck?
They cut away from what I have to think is the spiciest argument we've ever seen.
Oh, there's no way there's no way.
I was like, there's no way that he's not getting punished way worse for this than we're seeing on this camera.
Do you think this was a safe space?
Yeah, I do not know.
That's wild.
But yeah, there's a very particular aesthetic, right? So like the women look a certain way, the men look a certain way. Even though it's a British show, most of the characters are Nigerian. Like most of the people, the contestants, or however you want to think of it, it's therapy. It's not really a.
Why do you say?
Because that made me think of like we have two different types of shows now, 6, 7. Like one is
such a parent.
One is like the straight carnal, like we're all about appearances, we're all about the craziest story possible, and then the other is like I really want to understand your feelings, and they're so opposed to each other that the old ways that I'm most familiar with are definitely Spring Break. Like
the more physical. There's no depth. It is. Yeah.
It's up. And these people are pretty and they're used to getting attention. And they're going to be locked in weird
situations
where they either trauma bond very quickly or like otherwise are just around attractive people.
With alcohol.
Yeah. And there's always alcohol.
There's no cell phones or TVs.
Yeah,
you can't read a
always
book.
Alcohol. They be
But
having.
we'll let you drink.
And a lot of the best ones also have the nighttime camera when people be trying to sneak and get it in.
Shuffle. I hate those. So I do think it's interesting though, even if we look at those shows, there's still a trend in where in people's life stages they are when they show up in these places.
Yeah.
And of course there are outliers in any situation, but generally the older folks are on things like,
Did you just realize you're talking about us?
yeah, I was gonna say, like Love is Blind and the shows that try.
Nah, they be like in their 30s, B. They young.
I mean, like mid 30s at least. The guy so there was a professor on this latest season of Love is Blind, which I thought was really interesting. And you and I had talked about whether or not I could get on the show. Easily. I think I'm too old.
Nah, they be like, what?
Or maybe that would be my thing. It'd be
you
like,
do a podcast with your baby daddy? And you got 2 kids. You can't be older than 30.
You don't look 42.
Yeah. Oh, please. Daddy issues. Somebody get a contract. Like,
interestingly enough, I did early on in the show look at how, could I be on the show?
you're like, yeah, what are the criteria be?
What are the criteria?
I'm missing my calling.
And I think I do well.
Wait, what does do well mean?
Is that speaking too highly of myself?
Does that mean that you end up paired?
Married? Yeah. I mean, that's how you win, right?
I was thinking about
you win when you get married.
What's that disrespectful ass show? Pop the Balloon. Have you seen that?
I would win that too.
Yeah, I would be.
I don't know.
I'm so fascinated at like how it would go.
It'd be like, I didn't like the way she said that.
Yo, son.
And it'd be like, oh.
I've seen cats. As soon as Shorty walk out, pop, 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 pop. I'm like, this is the meanest ever. Like, what is the?
That would hurt my self-esteem a little bit.
I feel like usually they earn the mega pop, but I've definitely seen it be like,
you just walk out.
Yo, there's like 10 pops, like within seconds of the person opening their mouth.
How many balloons do you get?
Oh, there's like 10 different people. Well, I don't know the actual number, so let me not misquote. Sorry, I'm not as frequent a watcher, but I have enjoyed it. There's like, say 8 to 10 people. They all have a balloon.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a contestant comes out. They're all people of the opposite sex. Or, same sex. They do same sex too. But like, say it's a woman. She comes out. There's 8 to 10 potential suitors. And they start interviewing them. And as they answer questions, cats make a decision whether they're still interested. And if they're not, they pop their balloon. Yeah. And so I've seen like, Shorty gets the first question. Hi, so the niggas be like, like,
just by saying her name?
Oh, yes. Some of them, it'll be like as soon as they walk out.
No, I'm not going to be on that show.
Yeah.
But I would do Love is Blind. But the thing about it that I thought was interesting is that many of the people who had been on it talked about how even just doing the questionnaire by itself felt like a value add. Like they got something out of that experience. Like, oh, that helped me to think about things that I hadn't thought about, understand why I was approaching this to begin with. It really helped them for some, right? This is not everybody.
Oh, so it's like a form of therapy.
Yeah. And so I was looking for it, and they've since taken down the original, but you can still find some of the screenshots. And so, there's basic demographic information, name, where you live, where you went to school.
That's poor survey construction. You're supposed to say demographics for the end.
But then they have things like, why do you think you're single? Why do you think you're a catch? Why are you currently meeting potential mates? And I'm like, why do I think I'm a catch? My thought was like, I'm cute. Like, I don't.
You think that's it? Like cute? Like cute's not a dime a dozen?
No, but it's the first thing that came to my mind. And then I was like, why did I start there? I don't know. There were so many things that I could.
Is being cute what you value most about yourself?
Is it what I value most? No.
So why was that what you led with?
I think
because you'd be useless to me if you weren't smart.
No, obviously. I'm just
no bitch is cute enough to be dumb. Like, it's just not how I roll.
But I think it's interesting in that if I think about marketing myself, we often start with what's the package? Oh, at least I think about what's the package. Right.
I
And
don't
then
judge
it's
books
like,
by their cover.
oh,
Sapiosexual.
he's
What?
lying. Whatever. Not rage bait, as Maximilian would say. But then there were
Bruh.
other things about
You're
like
just an op.
religion and culture. What are your deal breakers? Ethnicity. They do ask, what does your physical match look like? Which I think appreciate. Because you want to find some things that are going to...
I would wonder, how many words did they give you to describe that? Because I would want to give a nice spectrum.
It looks like a text box that you can expand.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, from skin tone from butter pecan Rican to deep mahogany.
It's not about color,
Breastises.
Michael. It's love is blind.
No, love has requirements.
Well, that's one of the things they ask. They do ask if you have,
Like,
what is it? Race? No, ethnic or cultural deal breakers.
yes,
And then if so, please explain.
interview my mom.
It's just, is that going to be your answer? Talk to my mom.
You gotta talk to my mom. If you try to match me with something that my mom is gonna kill me about, it'll never work.
I
I choose my mom.
I do think our parents inform our perspectives, but I do, looking at the application and some of the questions and thinking about how the media often portrays things like Spring Break and even these like dating and love and relationship shows, I feel like there's a constant engagement with, well, how do I compare to that? How do I show up in these spaces? How am I not seeing these spaces, right? There's often conversations about The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, and they're often predominantly, I don't want to get canceled, people who don't look like me.
White?
But that's a real thing.
What? That's actually one of my favorite random conventions. When I have a friend who I'm not going to mention, it would be a scholar shout, but I don't want to put the business in the street.
Absolutely not.
But when they're doing the white people, like they spell it HWITE, and it's genius. Yeah, exactly. It makes you do that. It's like these whites.
That's so random.
Oh, it's beautiful. I've since stolen it.
But I was thinking about this medium of dating and love and relationship. And yeah, if you are a Black girl on these shows, you still have to look a certain type of way.
Nigerian.
I was going to say with hair laid, but
Oh, Nigerian.
I don't know what you and this blue therapy show in Nigeria have going on.
No, so if you look at, so there's always like a Femi or a Ife on all of the game shows.
Oh.
So there's and more times than not, that person is Nigerian.
Oh, that's interesting.
Or British and Nigerian. Or Black British.
But you know what? That we can use that in the same way, right? There's a certain mold of a person that we allow into these spaces as representation of, desirable. This is what you should want. These are people who are attractive.
Yeah, intellectual. Even like your perception, like, oh, they have an accent.
Right.
They
like
must be
somehow
smarter than these unsophisticated Negroes from America.
Right. They're foreign. There's something, there are all of these ways that I think media creates messaging that says these are who we value.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're not there, also, this is who we don't value. And so I feel like even understanding my response to, Spring Break back then versus now, I think for me, when I consider my own identity development, I am much more, what's the word?
Right. You have more identity fidelity.
Yes. Thank you.
Got you. I might do this for a living.
I was gonna say, militant, but that was way better. Talk to us about identity fidelity, Michael.
You're going back to the Negression scales?
Yes. That's one of my favorites.
And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, and I'm black, and I'm... Alan Payne and CB4 is still one of my favorite scenes of anything ever. Oh, there's a song I got to share with you, too.
Okay.
It's about everything beautiful and black.
There, you know, I do have a all black everything playlist.
You will add this song immediately when you hear it.
I'm
I
excited.
promise you. But identity fidelity.
Yes.
Identity fidelity.
Mm-hmm.
Adela Duzzy. Little mini seizure. Identity fidelity is just referring to a certain level of maturity where you know who you are and you're comfortable with it. And you feel comfortable being the same person, showing up as the same person in all aspects of your life. And so for me, when I'm teaching identity fidelity, I'm usually using the example of an old person that doesn't give a flip anymore.
They say, what's on
Yeah,
their
it's
mind?
like, yo, I am who I am. Like, yo, my mom is my mom at Kentucky Fried Chicken, is my mom at the DMV, is my mom in the line at Kohl's, is my mom like it's
At
just-
Red Lobster.
Yeah, is my mom at the crib. Like every single place you're getting the same excuse me, this isn't even spicy. I thought I ordered the spicy. Right? Like you're just getting the same thing.
Yeah.
And that comes with confidence. It comes with assuredness, being happy and comfortable with who you are and how you show up.
Does it really?
Yeah. Like when you think about, if you just think about identity fidelity as like an achieved development outcome, like that's where you want people to get. You want them to know who they are and be comfortable being that person no matter where they are. You don't want to be doing that like, these friends don't know that I drink, right? Like, you know.
There was definitely, you know, I think it's interesting to reflect on when I was younger and to see young people now. And there's certainly, I think, a way of navigating spaces in the world that makes so much more sense to me, particularly after I got to grad school and like, you know, in our grad programs, in our ed programs, and learning about, oh, there are people who study the development of people. And like,
Yeah.
that happens across so many different spaces and ways and phases in our lives, and that there isn't just one way to develop, right? Like there's religious identity development, and there is racial identity development, and there is gendered identity development, and sexual identity development. Moral development, like thinking about your ethics and principle. Like there's so many different frameworks to help us understand and make sense of how we see ourselves in relation to the world. But I also think how we might tend to behave given some of these frames. And I think Spring Break falls firmly in that bucket.
So wait, what framework would you use to analyze Spring Break?
So what were we talking about earlier? Emerging
Oh, like Erickson? Like
adulthood?
Emerging adulthood.
Yes. So it's one of the frameworks that essentially looks at what we would consider young adults, like 18 to 25, typically, or for many people, these are folks who are new to the workforce, new in training, new to college. You're still figuring out your life. You're being an adult on your own for the first time for many of these people. And so it's marked by identity exploration, and that it makes sense that things are going to be unstable because you're still figuring out who you want to be and what you want to be and all of those things. And it's
That's why college is important.
yes.
As a quick PSA, you know, people need time to figure themselves out. They need
Not
to be able to
just-
study things.
And figure out whether or not they like them.
Yeah. Not be worried solely about
Return on investment.
and labor market outcomes.
Yeah. Like
Indiana.
and I would think now more than ever, we across the board could understand why it's important for people to take the time to grow and develop. And not to say that college is the only way to do that.
Oh yeah, Donald Trump is identity foreclosure. That's we didn't make it.
No development.
Yeah, we didn't develop. We're 83 plus and acting like a 14-year-old boy regularly. I don't know.
Just what?
Get China to do it.
Not get
Yeah,
started.
I might take Cuba. Like this nigga just casually says the most ridiculous shit.
Yeah, some ethics development probably would have been
Moral development,
Useful
ethics
there.
development, sexual identity development. I read a story that I just thought was the dumbest because New York Post just be putting whatever out sometimes.
What did they say?
And they were like, yo, the new supreme leader of Iran is gay.
What?
And they said they told Trump, and Trump just couldn't stop laughing for like days. And I was like,
What is this?
yo, like this cat is really like a 20. But first I was like, why did they report this?
Why? Yes.
But I was like, yo,
Because somebody in the newsroom was like, this is hilarious.
yeah, it's actually like a real like identity foreclosure. Like you could diagnose it from afar. You'd be like, man, this dude just never really grew into who he wanted to be. He feels like he's always in his dad's shadow, and he has to overcompensate with money and influence, and that's why he treats people the way he does. Like you could.
It feels very, I was going to say, it feels very textbook.
Yeah, but it's like the plot from mad movies. But like he's not gonna ever turn around and have a heart of gold. So
Maybe if he's visited by some ghost of a past, or
he'll have
future.
another toilet of gold, but he will not have a heart of gold.
I do think too, one of the other, in thinking about identity development and, dating and relationships, or like the choices that we make about, I'm going to head down to this place with thousands of other people and just do whatever. Like that's having fun, hopefully safely. But some people we know we're not.
I mean,
And,
you got to realize that people are still recovering from the pandemic, though. Like people stopped learning how to have fun in person. It was like a collective societal thing, and I feel like we're still just creeping back out of the cave of our houses.
I don't know that the pandemic is the only thing, though. Think about how we were talking about the fact that like they don't dance. That wasn't just COVID. COVID isn't what killed dancing.
Well, that's young people, because now we get to see young people in action because we have a 15-year-old, and it's like,
Yeah, they don't.
oh, y'all don't dance.
They don't
Well,
dance.
at first I thought it was because of chaperones. I was like, you always got to like make a circle or something. You got to hide it from the chaperones. If you're catching crispy dubs,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I was like, all right, just go to the middle. But like they're all actually chilling.
The point being, I feel like when, we think of these identity development theories and what they help explain, I think even that, right, it can help us understand better how these transitions happen, when they happen, and the types of questions that people ask themselves. Thinking about like sexual identity development, it's thinking about, awareness of who you are as a person and sexually and like what that means. And whether or not you're queer or straight or whatever, something in between, none of the above. I'm trying to cover all the bases. Because, right, those are things that you could come to understand.
Well, I mean, it's in the models.
Yeah.
Awareness, acceptance, integration.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and if you don't accept who you are, then it's very difficult to integrate it.
And I think that, you're still figuring that out while you're also in proximity to other people who are still figuring that out. And now we're just putting all those people together and like, go date. When you're still trying to figure out who you are, like, how can you know what you want?
I feel like I knew who I was.
Would you like a star?
Well, I'm trying to think of like, so.
You don't think you're different in any ways now than you were then?
Oh, I'm more savvy, but experience is the best teacher.
I mean, but isn't...
But I don't feel like I'm a different, but like, I don't feel like what I'm excited about or what I'm attracted to or what I find interesting I feel like I've known that pretty solid since I was like 13. And I was just cycling through different versions.
Maybe the expressions of that or understanding how to articulate that? Because I do think that has changed.
I mean, I think it's easier to get shorties the older you get, right? Like
that's not what I meant, Michael.
Well,
I meant
but it's
you,
experience.
Who you are as a person.
I feel like I'm experienced, and I use that experience to refine how I show up. So I could have. I think there are ways. So an example would be, actually, it's a form of ego development where it's you can be in relationships where you're privileging yourself or your own comfort, and it's not until you lose a relationship from not kind of paying attention and recognizing the spaces where you need to sacrifice or step back or like make sure that it's not just about you. That it takes breakups, it takes failures, it takes like yeah. And as long as you're getting better. But I don't think when I think about sexual identity development, I think about like people coming into their understanding of performance.
So you don't think that can apply? Do you think that only then applies externally or outwardly? I guess that's my question. Because I don't think that would be my understanding. Yeah,
well, I guess I would be interested because maybe the best test of it is like how would it apply to the kids?
Oh, okay, good question. Well, I think they do some of it.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to share too much information. But it seems to me that some people have decided what they're interested in and have started to make decisions accordingly. Right? And so I'm like, all right, yeah, like I remember when I was with that.
No, but
Like,
that's okay. But I think that's a good example because
like now I would be like, yo, I've moved from awareness to acceptance to integration. If I feel like there's something sexual that is of interest to me to speak about, I don't really care the audience because I'm that comfortable and it's that integrated into my identity. Like I am a very traditional straight black man.
yes.
I enjoy womanly softness.
Okay.
Like I don't, if I was like, damn, like I wouldn't be like, they'd be like, oh, Mike. Like it wouldn't be me fronting. Like I don't have to, it's fully integrated in who I am. I feel like there's space for me to express my attraction without being creepy.
Okay.
And so like you might refine it a little bit depending on the audience and like what they feel comfortable with just based on your own experience. And like sometimes you peg somebody as a prude that like really isn't. And they'd be like, oh, I didn't know you talk like this. We could have been friends forever ago. Right? Like, but for the most part, I feel very comfortable showing up as myself.
So I feel like you somewhat answered my question in that part of your conceptualization of sexual identity is external, right? It's how you appear, it's what you say, it's how you talk about things related to, I guess, sex.
I mean, yeah, like what's happening in my brain can come out of my mouth without me. Because there's plenty of people who suppress it.
But so
like if you're walking through the airport and you got on gray sweatpants and you're like, all right, yo, like I saw you, shorty. Like, come on, yo. Like y'all are just as bad as we are.
Oh my, wait, hold on.
Like,
that's not what I thought you were going to say. No, I think instead, so when I think about, and maybe this is also, there is another model that talks about the multiple dimensions of identity development. So thinking about sort of, it's not just one thing, but there are all these dimensions. And so when I think about, sexuality or race or gender, I think about how I conceptualize those things, not necessarily how I perform those things. So like what it means to me now at 42 when I think about sexuality and my sexuality versus when I was 22. Oh my God. Whoa.
Yeah, 20 years ago. 2 decades. Wow.
That's a lot of years.
There's a lot of salt and pepper over there in that hairline.
So right now, 42 versus 22, yeah, a 22-year-old me was all over the place. He had no clue.
Well, that was you trying to figure out who you were and who you wanted to be and like how you wanted to be accepted and like, the space that you wanted to be in.
But it didn't
But now
change.
you don't care. Like you've matured. So you're combining theories, right? So like you're at a latter stage in maturity and development. You've reached identity fidelity. You know who you are. You know how you want to show up. You know that there are places where, hey, I'm showing up as this version of me because I don't have the capacity or I don't feel like dealing with this other version. Like, but there's a unified sense of who you are across all of those spaces. Like, oh, Marge dresses nice. Marge is professional. Like, Marge looks very young. Marge is cute, right? Like, that's a consistent way that you can show up and feel like yourself when you're younger. And I happen to know you when you're younger. Like you're still figuring it out and you don't have the labels that you rely on now. So much of your identity is about being good at work. And so like you had that identity is like a crutch. You don't really have to deal with anything else if you're like, yo, I know that I'm killing it at work. I'll figure all the rest of this stuff out. When you didn't have that as part of your identity, it was just kind of like, I don't know what to anchor myself to. Do I anchor myself to the things that I like theater? Do I anchor myself to the guy that I like right now? Do I anchor myself to the way that I'm showing up as a student leader? Orientation, right? Like,
okay.
Yeah. And so like, I, in a way, have just always anchored myself to being a real nigga. Like, since I was 12, you know what I mean? Like, I've been trying to be the realest nigga my whole life. And I can break that down because like honesty, integrity, consistency, showing up for people you love, like the ideas that are under the umbrella of the real nigga theory matter to me. And like they're much more noble outside of the wrapping of #RN. But like I've always been anchored to like service, for example. Like I'm the oldest boy. I got 2 younger brothers I got to take care of. I got to take care of my mom. My mom works late. She's a nurse. She be busting her ass working 80, 100-hour weeks to try to make us feel like we're middle class, right? Like And so there was always something. Like I don't think I ever really had to anchor myself to my relationship, for better or for worse. And so I could see how if you're in this phase, but you're also being bombarded by options, it's really hard to figure out who you are. Because you're kind of using people as crutches. You don't have to sit with yourself. Think of how little time elapsed. Like, I'll speak for myself.
You about to? Yeah, I was like, what are you about to ask?
But like, I know that when I was in undergrad and grad school, so like, late teens, early 20s, I don't remember like more than 2 or 3 weeks going by without me kicking it with somebody. Ever. Ever. And so there's no way that I was working on myself. Like, there's just no way.
That's a really good point. That can't, hold on.
Yeah, like if there's no title and you just moving around, but then you got friends that are friends and you got friends that are friends, and it's like, all right, I haven't been kicking with you long enough for you to have a title, but then every once in a while that would happen. But there was not breaks. There was not rest. There was not like, oh yeah, like,
let me sit and reflect on who I am and what I want.
I don't know, sleep alone in my dorm room for a week at a time. Like, no, what the fuck? Get out
Options.
these streets. Yeah, get out these streets and get it.
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, and again, I don't wish divorce on anyone, but I wonder if. So I will disclose that I think from high school till now, I'll say the people I don't even know if dating is the right word.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to use dating as a catch-all for everything.
Yeah. That's the safest way to go about it.
All the bases. So people I have dated, I think 1, 2, 3 have had the title boyfriend. I've dated more than 3 people.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting because and then I was married.
Yeah.
You were one of those people.
I don't know.
But not when we got married. So, it was.
I don't count. So I'm not going to count girlfriends before virginity because I had like all the little play.
No, that doesn't count.
Like 6th grade. So like Danielle. These are pseudonyms.
Okay.
No, I'm not girlfriend.
Do you not remember your?
No, I had to remember if there. So there was some long-standing joints that just never.
They were never girlfriends?
They were never titled. Yeah, it just kind of fizzled, and then it like unfizzled, and then it's like it's kind of like a roller coaster.
Okay,
I'm good for those.
We're only counting officials.
Yeah,
like this person has a title.
Oh,
I know I was one of them.
That I would brought home to my mom. Okay, that's actually the easiest thing. Who met my mom? Danielle, Sherry-Ann, Alicia, you, Donna.
Who has met my mom?
That's 5-piece. And there was plenty who have not made the list.
Oh, I forgot one.
You're not holding your hands up for the camera.
Oh, okay. So I did this. Wait, this.
Wait, I thought you answered this already.
No, your definition was helpful because I forgot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I forgot. I said 3. I forgot people. So wait.
Yeah, see?
Let me go backwards.
In the typical March fashion.
Oh, they're like mad people I forgot.
Yes. Yeah, you were boyfriended up.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, crutch life.
4, 5, 6. 6 boyfriends. Okay, that's like a good number.
I mean,
but they were all before I got married.
A higher percentage of mine became wives.
That's not how we're doing these statistics.
I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, like he's 2 for 5 on the wife.
I'm good. I don't need to close those rings again. I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate that point because all of those were before. Most of those were before you.
Mm-hmm.
There was some after, but then that was a very different.
Yeah, I mean, but we're
anyway because I'm
not married. Do what you want.
And older, obviously. But yeah, there's a lot that we learn, experience, grow through. And I think that I still want to pitch this idea. Netflix, holler at me. I would love to see
some holler version. With the ER.
Holler at me. But yeah, I would love to see, what did I call it? Oh, Love is Blind, Second Chances. Copyrighted. You heard it here first.
Oh, you can't be putting that in the streets if you want it.
It's copyrighted. I already put out the little paperwork on it. So, but a group of people who actually know who they are, that feels like so
That feels
much
boring.
more compelling.
That feels
television.
boring.
What do you mean boring?
Oh, that feels mad boring.
I feel like there'd be.
It's like, look at these healthy niggas.
Are they communicating?
It's
What?
like, are they diffusing the situation? Are they refusing to double down?
PBS will pick this up.
Like, oh my God, you would need commentators. That's the only way I would do it. I'm like, oh my God, he's choosing to de-escalate. She's turning up and he refuses to engage.
He took a minute, stepped back.
He really wants to. Look. His right hand is in his pocket. He is pinching his thigh to remind himself
Look at her.
that we were on the same team.
Ask for a minute to collect yourself. That's real mature right
Yeah,
there.
and not in a caring way. Because you know when it be like, I hate when a bitch is losing an argument, male or female. And they, I just need a minute.
So collect yourself.
Yeah, like, just take this ass whooping. Like, shouldn't have been saying dumb shit.
So we will absolutely put show notes for all of the theories that we named. I'm going to show y'all because I was so excited about this episode.
Ding, ding, ding,
So
ding,
I brought my,
ding, ding. Oh my God.
wait,
You just punched the microphone with it.
now this is old. This is,
It's still the green book though.
do they still use the green book?
Yeah, there's still the green book.
So the green book is at least in higher ed, it's like one of our Bibles.
Yeah.
Everyone has this. You can see
Got it
my,
flagged up.
ooh, ASMR.
Oh wow, that is Amazon. Stop it.
And there's a whole section just on theory. So if you want to purchase that for fun reading, you could get it from your library.
It's way too big of a book. They're not paying us.
No one's buying that book.
Theory's good for you. Theory's good for your soul.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it helps you understand the world. What is Strayhorn used to say all the time?
Theory is the lens.
Make the familiar strange and the strange familiar.
Interesting. About theory?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't recall that.
Yeah. And I was like, that makes sense. I think he got it from somewhere, but I just remember him saying it regularly. That and the glasses you put on.
Oh, yes. The glasses one I remember.
Yeah.
So our kids are obviously not going to be reading the green book.
How do you know? They might want to be student affairs educators.
I think your son would be good at it.
He would be excellent at it. He needs to be in a caring profession.
Yeah, I think that's...
Like, it's very clear.
Yeah.
He could be like a bomb-ass male nurse.
He would make a...
Yeah, like, man, I'll hit up Zach. Like, yo, Ron, there's some male nurses I got mad love for. I feel the need to say male nurse, though.
Why are you doing that?
Like how they say WNBA. Like, it's like, I gotta let you know.
That's the men version.
The women's NBA is the other one.
Not the NBA.
The normal version.
The regular one.
And this is what we talk about normative speech practices when white becomes default or when man becomes default. You have to say the WNBA.
That's probably
the same way you have to say male nurse. But male nurses be getting money.
So, again, all that to say, I do not think they're going to be reading Chickering anytime soon. So
You ain't reading Chickering anymore either. What's the date on Chickering?
I mean, nobody...
Ain't it in the 90s?
People still cite it, though, right?
People are ridiculous. People still cite 97 Tinto.
He has said, please stop doing that.
I know he has, but people refuse. And you know what I'm convinced of? It's because they've never actually read it.
Oh, that they just like saw the
They're
abstract
citing
somewhere.
it. No, they're citing it from somebody else, citing it from somebody else, citing it because so many people cite it, and especially like earlier, that they're not actually going to the original source. They did not go to the library and get Aston 93. Like,
I need to create like a library scavenger hunt for your kids because I can't.
yeah, Dewey Decimal System is dead.
So speaking of teaching your kids, though, how do we distill these life lessons learned? Right, some of it we know comes from experience, and we can't necessarily give them that.
I'm so ready for this question.
Oh, you are super excited.
I was just talking about this in my group chat the other day.
Oh, okay. So go ahead. What was the...
I realized that I'm not going to be able to protect my son's heart at all because he likes such a strange intersection of people. It's some theater, some sexual identity exploration, some track. So he has just like, he's basically at college already in high school. So like Dawson's Creek, when I remember watching people play high school as grown people.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, my son actually goes to one of those high schools. I say that about my wife all the time too. She went to like one of the high schools that could have been like 90210.
What is it? Okay.
It's just like way too mature. Everybody's having sex from freshman year. Like
yes.
Yeah, they would be played by adults.
Okay.
And so for him, I was like, listen, bros, I can sprinkle all the game. And he knows I have it. Because his mama smiles. And his stepmama smiles. We happy. We doing it. But he's going to have to learn from heartbreak. It just is what it is. He's going to make the wrong decision because he's going to let himself get chosen, which is also something I would do in my past. Where it's like, yeah, you just let her make a decision. And you have to hope that the one that made the decision about you is the one that actually has your best interest at heart and is going to hold you down.
Oh.
Because I've seen plenty of cats get selected by the one that is not, and it always goes bad.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It always goes bad. Most cats let themselves get chosen. Like they're like, oh, like I'm enjoying this enough that like, you know, if she makes a decision that like I need to stop, or at least tell her I'm stopping doing other stuff, that like I'm willing to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, like that, I feel like that's the calculus a lot of cats make. It's like I'm enjoying the company enough, like exclusive. Define exclusive.
So, what can you teach to your kids?
Oh, patience.
Michael?
No, patience and recovery and like communication. I think the most important things for me from just a maturity standpoint is being able to have real conversations with people whose opinion I respect about like love and relationships. I had a conversation with LB Amos the other day that blew my mind. But it's because of the nature of our relationship and our closeness, you're engaging with what's going on with me and you're asking me questions that's actually forcing me to do a little bit of mental work and mind how I'm really feeling. And when you have those people that you can go beyond the surface with, it really does help you process and it helps you have more understanding of who you are. Like, who are you? How do you appear? How do you want to show up? And I think people who care about you, but that can also see you, like, and for me, the easy way to think of that is just like your friends that'll talk shit about you. Like they would let you go out the door with like a booger in your nose, like, but only so they could tell you, like, yo, you look crazy. Can you did you not look in? Yeah, did you not look in the mirror before you left?
Get it together.
Or right, like you need those friends. You need those friends who see you, but also like care for you. And all the leaps and bounds that I've made in terms of my self-awareness and understanding of myself outside of therapy have been in conversation with men and women whose opinion I trust, like both their opinion of me and like their honesty with me, but also in their like sincere interest. Like, oh, what are you thinking about this? Or like, why did you do that? Or like, what happened here? Or do you regret that decision? Right? Like there's so many ways that somebody who really cares for you is going to bring more information out of you that I think that's like, don't be dating by yourself. Like a lot of people get into a relationship and they disappear into the relationship. Like they don't continue the energy that they used to invest in their friendships, they now only invest in their relationship. I think that's a huge mistake. And so that's what I would share.
So it's interesting to hear you say that because I feel like the piece that stands out to me that's related but a little different is like honesty. And so I think, being honest with ourselves, not just the other people that we might be involved with, is really important. And tying it back to this identity piece, it's important to know yourself and to check in with yourself about whatever your circumstance or situation might be and talk to your partner about it. I think so many people get caught up in their own heads in terms of how they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they might be afraid of, concerned about, and they just let that consume them, like let that sort of overwhelm them instead of talking to your partner about it or journaling or talking to a friend about it, right?
Yeah, but I think without personalizing it too much, there's talking to your friend about it or there's talking to your partner about it. But there's also like, did you really talk to your partner about it? Like, have you reached a level of understanding, or is the seriousness of
Oh,
what you're feeling
Okay, yeah.
clear,
Yes.
right? Like,
But
I think that there's a
that's-
difference because especially when I think one of the things that if I were to base it on like divorce and co-parenting to a certain extent, I would talk about the fact that both of us have people pleaser in us.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that is a bad combination.
Yeah.
Because it means you'll just kick the can down the road and be like, yeah, I'm just going to keep the peace. Like, I'm not going to trip today. Like, I'm really upset about this, but like, what's the point of revisiting it? And that people pleasing stops you from having the real conversation. And like, they're definitely like, oh, damn, like, I didn't know you felt that way, my
I was
nigga.
like, where'd that come from?
Yeah, like, are you, like, I just left the toilet seat up. Like, like, why are you hollering?
Do you know what that reminds me of? Total random aside. Mob Psycho.
Anime.
So this is anime, and it's kind of slice of life, kind of psychic powers. And the main character essentially is that, right? Like he wants to keep the peace. He's a people pleaser. The problem is all of those negative emotions that he's
People
internalizing
keep fucking with him.
set his counter off until he reaches 100%, and then bad things happen.
He goes nuts.
So yeah, don't be like Mob. Share your feelings. It's
I feel like
important.
everybody has a different version of going crazy too. And I feel like so I think all the time about adaptive and maladaptive coping mechanisms and like how mine look the same. And so I'm like, yeah, like, is Mike having a great time? Like, yes. Like,
Is Mike depressed?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Like,
That is a problem.
Yeah.
You gotta separate those somehow.
It is what it is.
You're just like, whatever. I'm here now.
But like, so my wife knows that.
Okay.
Right? Like, it's
Which one is this?
yeah, like, are
okay.
you good, nigga? Like, you seem to be having a lot of fun. Right? Like, she's doing an accusatory. She was whooping my ass the other day about something.
About you having
She
too
was
much
like,
fun?
oh yeah. She was like, yeah, it was the way that she said it. She said it so casually. She's like, yeah, this happened and I thought you were on bullshit. Then it turned out you were on bullshit. I was like, yo.
I can hear it.
This like straight drive by, my nigga. Like, I'm out here just kicking it,
You're like,
enjoying
oh.
yeah, I'm like enjoying a fruit punch. Like, there was Capri Sun left over from the party.
My son had a birthday party. So, I mean, I appreciate that. That's a good form of communication, right? Like knowing to ask, like, hey, are you good?
Yeah, it's
Or
when
like, are you
but
not
I mean, that's a version of the familiarity. Like, you just
Yes.
have to be able to. You need to. I think both parties in a relationship need to invest in that. So, like, as much as the person who needs to communicate needs to make sure that they're communicating clearly, the person who needs to receive the communication needs to be like open-minded and like open-hearted and like really try to hear and understand and like query it.
Yeah.
Because you could hear something and you'll be like, oh, okay, like that's just how you feel today, right? Like.
Versus
Or
like
you be
actually.
like, we're like, oh, this is a pattern. Like, you're like, what's really going on?
So if there were, one life lesson of the things you experienced from spring break through divorce and second marriage to your kids about, dating and relationships or hooking up, what would that be?
Your mom was a liar,
What?
and she probably left something out of the story. Nah, just kidding.
Not on purpose.
Famous last words.
It's not lying if you don't do it on purpose.
It's not lying if you really forgot.
If you really forgot, that's
Got
not
it.
lying.
Yo, that is the most Tiger Woods.
Y'all saw me in real time.
man.
I was like 3. Oh,
It's
wait.
like, oh, like,
No.
I have a sex addiction. It's for my glaucoma.
I legitimately just don't remember things.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I would connect it to the theory, right? Like, you need to figure out who you are before you try to be in a relationship with anybody else. That would be my boiled down takeaway.
Really like that one. What would I?
I'm sorry, mine was so fire. I know you gotta go back into the smart girl memory banks to try to one up it.
No, it's actually. So, what is my?
Uh-oh, it's even spicier because I see you editing yourself.
You don't know me.
Yeah, you're like,
Patience. I think that everything in life requires so much more patience than we actually realize. And our personal, intimate relationships, probably more than anything else. And we often take that for granted because it's our intimate relationships.
I
And
agree
so
with that.
we expect that person is going to be everything and do everything and know everything. That is
Yeah.
wildly unreasonable.
They can't read minds. You're also a very patient partner.
Thank you.
So like even your current blessings, I was like, oh, that took some patience. Like,
I think that, yes, I have generally been a patient person. I think now it's knowing where to apply
I be thinking about that all the time. I was like, yo,
Apply
I would have
it.
been dropped this nigga. Like,
it.
yeah, Mike would have lasted 2 weeks with that. Like, what? You still ain't playing nothing? Like,
I've learned that, yeah, like everything doesn't deserve your patience, but back to your point about identity, knowing who you are and what your values are, your morals are, your priorities are, I think helps you to then make a better decision about what you can be patient for. I think if you are, I think back to a couple of years ago, what I said at the beginning of my, I'm out here on the apps dating journey is very different than the things that I prioritize now. And that is, why are you making that face? And that, don't get out of here. I don't even know what that was. That was weird. I don't know what that was.
I saw that soft launch.
But I think it speaks to a better understanding of who I am and what I want. That's not just sort of the surface stuff that we're often.
Do you feel like what you want is different?
I think some things are the same. There are some things that are consistent for me.
My list is short. It's 2 things. So,
I've got like 8 solid things.
yeah, no. Mine is like 2. And then because
But some
I
of them are
realized
connected.
some of them are just silent. So like I would never even get to the point
What's
where
a
I could
silent
engage.
one?
So like intelligent. I would never get to the point where somebody that I didn't think was intelligent was like causing me any consternation where I had to think about whether I'm going to label that a relationship or not. It would never get there.
Yeah, but people don't often realize that they're not.
I do.
Like, yeah, but okay.
We're
So
probably
like
gonna
if you
start
had a dating profile and you were like, what am I looking for? And you put intelligent, there are mad women who'd be like, I'm intelligent, swipe. And then you talk to them and be like,
oh, I see what you're saying now.
yeah. So
Okay.
that's not.
I had to put like SAT scores on that shit. Like, yeah, what'd you do in the verbal section of the GRE? Matter of fact, just take this. Like,
Tell me you're a classist without being a classist, Michael.
yeah, oh, I am a classist. I'm also in Jack and Jill. I'm also a member of a historically black fraternity. I'm exclusionary.
Are you one of those, what is it, coastal elites?
No, it's just that there's some things that I have access to that I worked hard to have access to, or I paid money to have access to, and you can make those same decisions or you couldn't. But if you decided not to, that's on you.
And you're swiping left.
Hard body. Yeah, even that, like that's something that I would never think that I would be with somebody that wasn't Greek.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like that's something that I think about or that I have thought about. This is like, yeah.
Yeah,
You just understand.
Because
Because there's some things that is like, yo, you're going to have to fight about something dumb.
And
Like,
I don't
yo,
have to explain this.
I'm gone at 3 a.m. I promise you I'm not on bullshit. Like, that's like, what? So even when you think about like the age range.
Yes.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, it does make a difference. So, I hope that as our kids get older, that they, have patience and.
Yeah, patience is key, And there's no such thing as a mistake if you learn from it,
Yeah.
grow from it in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get an STD, because those are forever. It's true. You got to protect yourself out here, yo.
So we hope you learned some things and enjoyed. Again, we will put links to all of the reference theories in the show notes.
Yeah. Thanks for rocking with us on another episode of the Parents and Professors Podcast.
Peace.
If this conversation resonated with you, do us a huge, huge, huge favor. Like the episode, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on all our socials. I actually be going crazy on Instagram, so that's the best one.
And please feel free to drop a comment below. Tell us what you liked, what you hated, where you'd like us to dig deeper, or even if you think we missed something. We're always learning and growing, and we want to make sure that we're creating content that resonates with viewers like you.
And most importantly, and this is a huge one, if you know somebody who could benefit from hearing the conversations that we're having on this episode, please share. Sharing is caring. We're doing this for the love and to build a community because it matters.
And at the end of the day, that's the most important part, creating spaces where we can have real, honest conversations about the things that matter to you: education, parenting, relationships, and everything in between.
So thanks for being part of our community. Go check out the catalog of other episodes if you haven't. And we look forward to seeing you next time on the Parents and Professors podcast.